Alright guys, this is Axter99 again. I'm back here, again showing you my colony of Dubia roaches. I actually started this colony back in December. It's been almost about 3 months now. And I started with just a few adults in this Tupperware container. And I recently found out that rather than really their diet has just been oranges. Sliced up oranges. I change them out about every 4 or 5 days. And the oranges will just be the peel left. Every time I check them, get rid of the peels and cut up another orange or two and put the slices down in here. And I have egg cartons here that they can kind of hide in, and I put a couple of like toilet paper rolls in here as well. Now when I first started these, they were pretty much all hiding inside these egg cartons here, and I was looking through it today just to kind of check them out and get rid of the dead ones that had fallen down to the bottom, and I couldn't find. I was like, where are all the babies? Because I knew that I'd seen a whole bunch of like real small baby ones about a month ago or something like that, and I was kind of looking through here and I couldn't find them all today. And I had started looking, and they've really all kind of migrated over here to these little cardboard containers, and they're all kind of up inside there, inside the toilet paper rolls and everything like that. Now one thing I have started doing is I've started feeding these things sliced bread, and I'll just tear a couple of pieces of bread in here every 4 or 5 days as well, and they seem to really love that bread. And evidently from reading online, it really fattens them up a lot quicker. So if I can help them grow faster so that I can give them to my bearded dragon, then that's definitely what I want to do. So they seem to really love the bread. I just put all this stuff in here just a few minutes ago, and you can really see that they're starting to climb out and get this bread already. I mean, if I look on the underside of this, then you see that several of them are already on here. And they don't like the light. They don't like to be messed with us like this. Usually we have the top on here and have them kind of in out of the dark. And you really don't want to mess with them a whole lot because stress can end up killing them. You do want to make sure you get rid of like these orange peels and stuff like that every 3 or 4 days, because they can mold, and molds can quickly, you know, kill a whole colony of Dubia roaches real fast. But you'll see, as far as, you don't want to do this a whole lot, kind of mess with them and stuff, but you'll see here that all these rolls here are just completely full. I mean, I can feel the weight of this thing in here, and if I look down inside here, you know, this one isn't as full as I thought, but like this one here, it's just completely full. And you can see that they are down in there. There's a lot of them hiding up in these little cardboard rolls, so they seem to like those pretty good. And you'll see that I've dumped a lot of them out here. They're all scurrying around on the bottom now. And but they seem to be breeding pretty good. Some of those real teeny babies seem to be growing up pretty decent size already, and they will be making good feeders for our bearded dragon real soon. You just want to clean these Tupperware containers every couple of months. What I do is just have an extra Tupperware container, and I take them all out and dump them all into a clean container for a couple hours or an hour or whatever. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and dump all this stuff out. I'll clean it real good with like some mixture of vinegar and water and paper towels, and just clean it up. You don't want to use any kind of chemicals or bleach or anything like that, because that can end up, any residue could end up killing your colony of roaches. So just clean it with a mixture of vinegar and water and paper towels, clean it up really good, and then move them back into the clean container. Just do that every couple of months, and it seems like they seem to be thriving pretty good in here. I just want to leave them alone mostly, and like I say, give them oranges, and bread seems to work really good. Do that every 4 or 5 days. Obviously, the more you have, the more, you know, orange slices and stuff you'll want to give them. But other than that, just cleaning the container every couple of months, and this is going to work out to be a lot cheaper for you than buying these Dubia roaches. They seem like they average about 10 cents a piece when you buy them, even online. They work out to about 10, even 12 cents a piece. So if you can start breeding your own, you're going to save yourself a lot of money. And like I say, our bearded dragon, he eats anywhere from 40 to 80 of these Dubia roaches every single day. So as you can see, a dime a piece, that's going to cost you quite a bit of money to feed a bearded dragon over the course of its first year period until it gets to be an adult. Once a bearded dragon gets to be an adult, then it goes to a diet of more, you know, vegetables rather than protein and bugs. So there's our bearded dragon right there up in his hammock, having a good old time. Now, the only other important thing that I can recommend is breeding these Dubia roaches is we have a little electric heater here that I have about 8 inches away from. I just slide this red container with the lid on it back up against the wall, and that heater there is only about 8 inches away from this Tupperware thing. That seems to keep their temperature in here anywhere from about 90 to 95 degrees. So you want a little bit warmer than just your household temperatures for them to breed well. So if you have Dubia roaches and you're not keeping your breeding container warm enough with all your adults, then you're not going to have a very successful breed if you don't keep your temperature warm. A lot of people I know use the electric heating mats or the reptile mats to keep this container. I didn't do that. I just use the little electric heater. We got that thing for about, I think, 10 or 12 bucks at Walmart as far as that little portable heater, and that seems to do the job just fine. You don't have to tape it on the bottom of your plastic container or risk melting the plastic or anything like that. So anyway, that's just an update on my Dubia roaches. It seems like they're doing pretty well, and we should have probably a couple of thousand of small baby Dubia roaches here pretty soon, ready to start feeding our bearded dragon. And I mean, if you just look up the price of a couple of thousand feeder roaches online, you'd be looking at $150 to $200 easy. So it definitely pays off. These things are very safe as well. These things are not going to escape. They can't climb up this the walls of this plastic container, and even if they were, I've put a couple of strips of clear packaging tape towards the top so that they would slip and fall down, but none of them have even come up this far. They can't climb this kind of stuff. But putting this packaging tape around the top, around the whole edge, is definitely a good idea, just to make sure. And then on the top of it, you'll want to go ahead and put some air holes as well. And let me show you that. And this is the underside of the plastic top, and you see I've cut a hole right here, and then basically just cut a big hole in it, and then I just used like some screen material, and I've just duct taped on the underside of the lid, and that'll give them plenty of room to breathe. Before I actually did this screen material for them to breathe through, I did actually just use a nail and poke some holes, but that probably would have been sufficient. I did poke enough air holes with a nail where they probably would have had plenty of air, but I just wanted to make sure that they did have plenty of air, so I put a little area of screen mesh material there. And so when I slide this back against the wall, you'll see about how far away I've got this electric heater, and hopefully this works for you. I mean, our house is only about 70 degrees normally, and you'll see that that's not too much distance away, and it's kind of on the side there. It's heating up the side where the food is at, and seems to keep them pretty happy. They seem to be thriving pretty well. So anyway, if you have any questions or comments for me on the Dubia roaches or the bearded dragon or anything like that, don't hesitate to go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Also, I'd appreciate it if you'd go ahead and rate this video, either give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and subscribe to my videos if you want to. This has been Zaxter99. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.